Hi everybody, welcome to Xianxia DnD. I'm Casey and I'm the DM for this stream. So just to introduce ourselves for those of you who are watching us for the first time, we are a Dungeons and Dragons homebrew campaign that is based off Asian martial arts and in particular the Xianxia genre. The Xianxia genre is basically a group where the party here are immortal cultivators, and these cultivators basically try to attain immortality through cultivation resources, through meditation, etc., etc. So with that, I'm going to let the players introduce themselves, and then we'll do a quick recap, and then we'll have some quick announcements for this very, very special week, for which I'm actually more excited than my own game.
Yeah.
All right, Rich, do you want to start?
Sure. Let me start off. Hi everyone. My name is Richard, and I'm playing Elven Bladesinger 7 Rogue One. With the character name of Song Yifan. He's a disciple of Mount Wudang clan, and we are out on an adventure. Currently in the Shanxi region, in a necropolis.
Say Shang-Chi.
Yes, Shanxi. Oh, Legend of the Tenlings.
Ling, ling,
Anyway.
ling, ling, ling.
Anyway, we are currently in a necropolis where the tomb of the first emperor, if I remember correctly, kept his terracotta warriors.
Terracotta Warrior.
Yes. Over to Nick.
Hello, my name is Nick, and I am playing Longmu, who is also known as Amu, who is a wandering swordsman. He's apparently also been quite pointedly told that he is the descendant of the emperor, and so he's going around, trying to figure out what he's going to do with that knowledge. He's functionally a Paladin level 6 and a level 1 Hexblade. Yes, I'm looking for that look on Case's face when I say that, because he calls me a dirty power gamer, but
No, it's okay because we are all dirty power gamers. I mean, we have a Bladesinger who is no less a dirty power gamer than you, right? In the group, right? We have a Barbarian, which is the Barbarian Soak Tank, and I don't know what the hell Shao is playing, but somehow it seems to be working. Okay?
Haha, hidden meta.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so speaking of Shao, I'm done with my intro and passing on to Shao.
Sorry?
usually
Shao, your turn.
Okay.
Arrow Shao.
Okay, so it's me, is it? Next,
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
then
got it. Hi. Okay, yeah, usually it's me and Nick, right? Okay, so hi, I'm Shao. I'm playing as you say, yeah, after Nick is usually me. So I'm playing the apparently very unusual case of playing a monk cleric, but then monks and clerics are both priests, right? So that should melt well together. Anyway, this is
that
like
doesn't make it any better, bro. Seriously.
sorry, I can't. The indie RPG designer in me is like, fuck these rules. No, okay, so I'm playing Cang Tian, also known as Azad, who is a monk cleric of a esoteric Buddhist tradition. So very much like if you are familiar with watching 80s and 90s animation and movies, usually people are doing esoteric hand signs and casting spells, and somehow ninjas do the same thing in the 20th century and 21st century in Naruto. So Cang Tian is a mystic and pretty much actually now a divine intermediary between the heavens, the earths, and the hells, in trying to prevent a whole bunch of calamities from becoming more calamitous. He has met the party and stayed with them as a stalwart throughout their journeys. And as of last session, he was busy dealing with people whose parental issues include being brought up by a lump of clay, literally. And now I'll pass it over to Renzus.
Hello, I'm Renzus. I play Kukang, a former bandit of the Mountain Dogs clan, or your typical large, rough muscle man of the group. And we are here about to throw down with some very nasty bad guys.
Because Renzus failed the stealth check.
Yes.
With advantage.
Yeah. I mean,
No.
it was a single roll because armor.
Single roll.
Yeah, because your armor was at disadvantage. Which if I remember correctly, you just upgraded the previous session.
Yes.
Okay.
The irony is not lost on me.
The irony is not lost on anybody. So, okay.
Right,
So,
yes.
Shao, can you give us our usual recap just so that people can catch up? Because there's a bit of I know there's a lot of backstory and stuff like that. But yeah, you maybe just let them know quickly why people are in the tomb of why we're in the tomb of Qing Shi Huang and
Okay, got it.
yeah.
So basically, for those who are coming in with no real context of things, right? I guess the easiest way for me to throw this into D&D lore is, if any of you have played Dragon Heist, right? Basically, yes, this is a bit of a heist, okay? Basically, we're not the heisters, even though we were breaking and entering other people's domains. But the real people making a play for power to try to get a bit of MacGuffin is a whole bunch of aristocrats, wizards, demons, and nobles. And there's just one guy. All right. And we've got a lot of other big players here. And the heist they're trying to aim for is basically the throne of the Middle Kingdom. They wish to make a play for temporal and spiritual power because in Chinese political culture, the emperor is also the son of heaven. So you not just get political power, you also get a hot meal ticket all the way up to becoming a player in the supernatural realm as well. So anyway, people want to become this big emperor thing. There's also this game takes place in a kind of like inspired by, totally not too faithfully connecting to, but we are kind of somewhere in the Song period of China where there's a lot of border disputes and the great empire is falling apart from its own infighting, poor policies, and breakdown of alliances. So anyway, people are trying to. There's this Chinese saying which is time creates hero rather than hero creates time. That's literal, but it means the age makes the hero rather than the hero defines the age. Shows you just how deterministic this damn bastards are. But anyway, going back over to a point is there's a whole bunch of guys trying to make their way and play for power. And we're there because we're unimaginative D&D characters whose main path to power is preventing bad guys from doing anything with their lives. It's like Superman is like, hey, Lex Luthor, you want to do something? No, I'm here to stop you from doing that. We're here to not really maintain a status quo, because what is the status quo anyway? But most of us are generally quite decent fellas, I think, and so involving this big power play usually causes a lot of people to die. So we're here in the tomb of Qing Shi Huang, the first emperor of China. He's got a huge war trove of terracotta warriors that we found out might actually not really be terracotta golems, but actually maybe some kind of mystic entities that he made a pact with, and now they serve him. So whoever gets control to this huge trove of war tech basically gets to do your little Battletech warlord impersonation and has a whole bunch of mecha to go out to basically conquer the world. Yeah, so we're in this board of Lost Stack, right, where we are trying... Wait, wrong game. Okay, so anyway, we're here basically trying to make sure they don't get the command keys to get all these golems, which is easy for us because we have the command key. And so the safest thing for us to do would have been not enter this place at all. But we have chosen to enter the place where the people are changing the golems into the soldiers. With the command key, they can unlock all the soldiers at a time because our party is incredibly smart, wise, and we like to do the right thing. So we're here and we're trying to steal these golems away from them while we get discovered halfway through after we've snuck past some of their people. This is an inside job because one of the alchemical warriors, this Qing Long fella who is friendly sort of with the party, noticed us but didn't give us away as we infiltrated the area. This place is now, however, going on alert because we have failed our stealth check in the party, and so we confront our opposition right at the beginning. I hope this was lucid enough for everyone.
Thank you very much, Shao. So we're gonna start the game soon, but just before we start, right, we've got two announcements to make. Announcement number one is we're having a Halloween special on Saturday, for which I'm actually more excited than my own game because I finally get to play and Nic finally gets to run for me after 20 years of not running for me. Mostly because I haven't gamed with him for 20 years. It's been 20 years, bro. It has been 20 years. So he's gonna be running Vampire the Masquerade V5, and our dear friends from T4C, shout out to T4C, just also finished the Vampire the Masquerade session as per normal, and they were all dressed up. So I'm not entirely sure we're going to be dressing up, but what we're going to be doing is a slightly different slant to it. We're going to be doing gangland style.
You can also thank T4C for causing me to want to run because I was a little bit inspired.
Inspired? No lah, we all itchy lah. All of us itchy to play Vampire lah. But you are the only one who volunteered to run, right? Because all of us are like walking around, looking to the left, looking to the right. Hey, who volunteering to run? Who volunteering to run? And then Nic just went forward, and then all of us said, "Yes, we are playing, yes." So
has that been what's going on?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened, right? I mean, there's like I volunteered to yes, we were playing.
You know the theory of the sucker on the poker table? Yeah, suddenly I feel like that.
Yeah, so Nic basically said to us that we were all going to do gangland style and it's going to be Wong Kar Wai and Infernal Affairs and Election and Young and Dangerous, right? And all of us just went blah 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 blah, Young and Dangerous, ooh, steady, okay? Yeah, so this is happening this Saturday. For those of you who want to know, this is happening this Saturday, 8 to 11. And Awesome Rara, I don't know if I'm going to dress up with curry pork hair. I am playing a character kind of based off somebody in Young and Dangerous, but I don't think they had curry pork hair at that time. So let me see. Yeah, 80s, no, 90s. This is Young and Dangerous. This is not Gold Grease Lightning. You're burning up the quarter mile, right? And
for the record, I actually did quite tell them that it is not very Young and Dangerous, but whatever they want to interpret.
Don't care. We only hear the good stuff.
I read the Bible. It was some Johnny Toe shit, but then somehow now we're Young and Dangerous.
I don't care. All I heard was Young and Dangerous. All I heard was Go Outside. And when I put up the thing, right, Christine, who is Grim, right, who was also on T4C, immediately went also, yes, this is Go Outside, definitely. Right, so too bad. Okay, we're all mentally all stuck in one place already. The second thing that we want to announce is that massive shout out to Gamersaurus Rex. Now, for those of you who basically been living in a hole in gamer Singapore for a while, right? Nic runs the local game shop. In my opinion, probably the local game shop. Gamersaurus Rex, right? They're not sponsoring us. This is a shout out for Nic. I really think that Nic has done an excellent job building a gamer community in Singapore, and as one of the original like old timers here in Singapore, kudos to you. Please go and visit his shop. Is in Thomson. You can find the Facebook link. Hit me up for the Facebook link if you want, and remember this, buy dice from his shop. Lisa bought dice from his shop and started rolling better. Okay? So remember, dice in his shop work. Okay? Now, with that, I promise that I have to give him Nic a game, otherwise Saturday's game will be very, very short. So I feel obliged to now run the game. But I'm doing it only with a little bit of feigned enthusiasm lah, okay? Okay. Where you were at where you were at the previous session, you were attempting to sneak past two medically enhanced men of superhuman strength and suspect sanity. Two of you managed to get past these medicine men. But as Wudang walked closer and closer to the first one, his foot stepped on cobblestones and they started ricocheting off the ground and start bouncing and making a ruckus, and one of them just wakes up from his sleep. Everybody, roll for initiative.
Hiya.
Hiya, I said already last session. Everybody start.
Okay, I have something to do with initiative.
You get a plus 1d4 because you just gone through a rite of passage for ability checks.
Yes, you do get a rep.
Oh, the ceremony thing,
Yeah,
the ceremony.
Yes.
Rich.
You just POP, so we give you the plus 1d4.
So your role is basically to cast ceremony in all its forms at least once a session. Yeah.
Wait, hang on. So you mean ceremony adds to initiative also?
Yes,
for
because it's an initiative check. Initiative is an ability check.
that's correct.
That's why stuff like
Skills are ability checks.
parts actually get jack of all trades for it.
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
Who just POP here?
I still have. I managed to get 4 after ceremony. Nice.
Yeah. I also got the 4. I guess we are there talking about your newfound place in life when initiative happened.
So Longmu is a 4. Longmu is a 4.
Yeah.
How can it be a 4? You have an additional D4. Are you kidding
Yes, I
me?
rolled a 2 and a 2.
Okay, you roll a 4 and Cang Tian rolls a 4 and Wudang
Yeah.
I have a 18.
18.
You make the mess, you clean it up.
I have 18 as well.
Okay, and Lalaqua will have a initiative roll that's auto roll. Okay. Wow, this is bad. Okay, top of the round.
I think
sorry, I
which
forgot
goes
to roll
first?
I forgot to roll for
Coffee? Roll for coffee, please.
coffee, which is initiative at 5.
Initiative at 5. Okay,
Mhm.
done.
Okay. Who's
Okay,
first?
Lalaqua actually
Should be
has
you, I think, unless the
No.
beggars go higher.
no.
Lalaqua go first.
No. Troll B goes first.
Oh dear.
Bro. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Troll B makes a perception check. Passes. You see the troll that is closer to you, Yifan, right?
Mhm.
He opens his eyes immediately, right? Sniffs in the air, realizes that there's something wrong, turns and faces you, immediately orientating himself towards you and
Cang Tian.
Cang
Is it
Tian.
Cang Tian or
Yeah,
Lala?
it's Cang Tian. Lala hasn't crossed
Okay.
yet. Lala is on the
Okay.
other side. Okay? And so is Shui Xian. So he turns up to you and he lets out a bellowing roar that echoes through the chambers.
Oh, this is bad.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yep, so I did say that it's gonna be bad. Okay, he comes up to you and tries to maul you, Richard.
Okay.
Okay, claw. Misses. Claw.
15 now. I haven't activated Blade Song yet.
Understood. He missed the first one. Second claw hits.
At
Hits at 19.
I will inscribe the shield rune.
Okay, that's fine.
My AC will be now 20.
Right. So once an invisible field of force appears in front of you, and you just deflect the blade that's coming towards you.
Okay.
And don't worry lah, Lalaqua is a contractor. There's no performance review involved for contractors. I'm like, why? I mean, they're gonna be gone in a couple of months' time, right? And the bite attack, which you need a 20 to hit, right? Okay, all three miss. You deflect it away with sharp hand motions and deflect it away with the force of your force shield. Okay. Next in the round, you, Rich. Yifan's turn. No, sorry, it's Kukang's turn first. Wait, hang on.
I think Rich goes first. He's senior higher than mine.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
But his dex is higher than mine.
Yeah, so Yifan, go first.
Yep. Okay. So as a bonus action, I'll activate my Blade Song.
Very good.
And then Blade Song, and then as standard action, I am going to inscribe a rune that says okay, I haven't even got my mind correct yet. Okay, so
No worries.
Lei Bu. Basically I will cast haste on myself.
Oh wow, okay.
And as the haste takes effect, I can make an attack on the troll. Correct?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Okay. So I will make an attack, and because it's one attack, I will activate my Bladesinger class feature to cast a cantrip, which is Green Flame Blade, and I quickly inscribe the 火焰刃
Okay.
in quick succession.
Okay, sure. Are you fireball? So it's a green flame blade, right?
Yeah, Green Flame Blade.
Okay, go for it.
So
So let me get this straight. You activate the Bladesinger power to make an attack which triggers a cantrip which triggers a melee attack.
yes. So I will have 2 attacks.
It's legit. He cleared it with me, but it's totally legit. Sadly.
Yes.
It's disgusting because I am a dirty power gamer.
See, Nick. This is your bad influence, Nick.
Okay, so the first roll is 23, second roll is 25. I think I hit both, right?
Yes, you do hit both.
Okay, the first one will be 10 points of damage, 10 piercing, then 10 piercing, then where's my Green Flame Blade?
So 10
6
piercing,
fire.
then the second one is 10 piercing and another 6 fire, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he has taken fire this round. That's a lot of damage. You dive in, right, with your blade blazing forward, much faster than you would you otherwise see. You've otherwise seen him, right? He just dives forward and cuts forward, and you see a blaze of green fire erupt from his blade. Hey, next in the round, Kukang. You are right next to Troll A, who has not.
Yep. We will bonus action activate rage.
Okay, sure.
So the technique is far less graceful than Yifan. So we shall unleash some pain with the meteor hammers.
Okay.
And we shall attack recklessly because
Why the hell
we
not?
can.
Yeah.
Of
course, we're at full hit points. Just say it.
I need my weapon appears to have unequipped itself. That's much better. Okay. Advantage. First strike is a crit.
Whoa. Okay. You're
Second
hitting the troll nearest to you, right? Not the one that's attacking Yifan, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Can.
The second strike is a standard hit. Okay, so 6d6 damage.
6d6 damage.
6d6 damage plus 16. Oh wait, no, that's not. I need to.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
What's the way to roll multiple of the?
You can click on it and then
Okay,
yeah.
so the first one was 5.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna keep the 4 and the 5 from here. Then reroll 3 2s.
Okay.
Oh, that's much better. So it's 4 5 5 4 5 4 5 6.
4 5 4 5 6. 18.
26.
18, yeah, 18 plus. No, it's 24. 4 5 4 5 6, right?
Yes.
4, 5, 4, 5.
4 5 6
Oh,
6 is
34, yeah. 34.
So there's 24 dice from the roll and then 16 from the 2 hits from the
Wow,
step
you
bonus.
just took out more than half. You smash your hammer and you swing it around and you smash his face in, right? And his jaw just cracks, dislocates, right? And even now you see his wounds are starting to knit, right? But you've basically caved in his ribcage, smashed his jaw open, and it's just hanging down and he doesn't seem to be reacting apart from it, but you fucked it up really badly. Okay?
Alright. That's all.
Next in the round is Troll A. And Troll A lets off a loud yell and lunges forward at you. And it got advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Advantage. Makes 3 attacks.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
17,
16.
17 hits.
You just need 16.
Okay, just let me see whether or not he crits on that, okay? No, he doesn't crit. So first one, take 15 and halve it.
15 half to
7.
Okay.
Second one is not a crit. Does a 15 hit?
15 does not actually.
15 does not hit. That's fine. You're lucky. And the third one is. I just realized I could have. Oh, yep. He crits. He crits with the bite.
Okay.
Don't worry. Yeah, sorry. 3 plus 6 double. 3 plus. Take 10 points of damage on the bite.
10 after half or 10 before half?
10 before half. So you take 5 on the bite.
Take 5,
So
yeah.
it hits you once, hits you twice, bites into your flesh, right? And you just shrug it off with your protective aura around you. Okay. Next up is Lalaqua. So, Rara, I want to ask you a question. Since this character is based on you, there is a spell in her arsenal called Shatter. It will cause a huge alarm, but it will probably end the fight right here now. Will you do it?
What? No, what? Oh gosh.
Oh, he's basically destroyed the bridge and then the two of them will drop down.
Don't use it. Okay, can, no problems.
It's a bridge version of the fight, yeah.
Yeah.
A bridge version of the
Yeah,
fight.
so she has so instead what she will do is this. She angles herself. Oh wait, no, that's Xian, sorry. Angles herself here. The one that's fighting Kukang is more injured. So she's gonna try to run past. To here. Okay. You will take 1 attack. But it will not end the fight, but it will significantly. Does a 20 hit you? It shouldn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so you cast Thunder Wave on this troll.
Thunder Wave's also quite loud, isn't it?
It is,
Yes.
but it's not Shatter. It's not Shatter. And by the way, you guys have already given the thing away. If she had cast Shatter, right, this entire thing would have gone. The sound of Shatter would have gone, as well as the thing. So between the two.
For a Tomb Raider, she is very loud.
Did you watch the Tomb Raider movie?
Oh yeah.
She's not stealthy.
To be fair, Lara Croft just guns blazers like 90%
Exactly.
of the
So
movie.
okay.
I thought we had a Boom Raider, not a Tomb Raider.
Boom Raider, yeah.
Okay, so she's casting Thunderblade. Very decent damage, 14. And what is the save for Thunderwave?
Constitution.
Constitution save.
Not the greatest, but you can take out one. You might be able to take out one. Okay. Okay, no, doesn't. So 15 points of damage. Half is 7 points of damage. Okay. So no. The plan to try and knock him off the bridge doesn't work. Okay. Yep. But she's basing the one of them right now. Next in the round. Coffee. Which one?
Is going to provide the. Amu is so slow. Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, he is.
Yes.
He's
Okay,
tired.
he's good.
He's tired from his POP parade, lah.
Okay, he's going to provide us the assist action on the Troll A.
Troll A, yeah, this one, huh? Okay.
Yep.
Can. And then flies away after that, lah, I presume.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, cool.
So at least Longmu can just smite the.
No problems. Okay. Next in the round is Longmu.
Not Cang Tian, meh?
No. Who has the higher dex between the two of you?
Should be Cang Tian, I imagine.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
something.
Okay, got it. So which is the one that got savaged by
That's the one in the middle of the bridge, I think.
Yeah, this one. This one.
got it. Right. That's also the one that got set on fire just now with the green flame
No,
blade?
that's not the one with Sukoga set on fire. The one that set on fire is this one.
Okay, got it. Then what I'll do is I will basically let me see. I'm at the far end, right? I'm at the bottom of the bridge, right?
No, you're at the top. Here.
Oh, okay, so nice. Yeah. It's always nice to have top. Okay, I'm going to move towards the troll, and I basically tuck my shoulders down, and then I run and I launch myself right at the troll to
Which one?
basically at this troll, yeah, the one that just got set on fire, right?
Yeah.
That basically got green flame blade.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make an attack action. The first attack is a shove. I'm going to basically shove him down the stairs because it looks cool. Okay.
Down the stairs or over the rails? You can shove him this way towards like this way, which was what actually Lalaqua was trying to do.
I see. Let me see. It's like somehow inside me it's kind of like throwing people out of the fight means they'll just come back later with reinforcements. But then I don't know. So I think I'll try to not take the fast out here. If I need to, I'll throw it out later.
Okay.
I'm going to actually grapple. I'm going to first attack is the grapple. Then the second attack is the shove down. So I'm going to do close him down basically.
Okay.
All right. So let's make it a contest for that then. So it's a grapple check. Okay, athletics. Let's go. Right. Okay, not great. 13 for the first one.
Contest is strength. No, you do not. You fail to grapple.
Okay, got it. Then since I failed to grapple, I will. Oops, sorry. Hold on. Am I still on Discord?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So like I just closed the browser for. Sorry, I just closed the Discord for. Then in the case the second attack, I will basically try again, I suppose. Let's go.
Okay, go for it.
That's a 23.
I see it. He's grappled.
Okay.
You wrap your first time round. He swings his claws wildly, right? And he managed to fend him off. But the second time round, you catch an elbow, you push it away, and he staggers for a moment as you dive in and put him into a half Nelson.
Okay, then as I kind of like I'll move down the stairs with him, right? And I kind of like turn it into a slide basically. So essentially I'm going to kind of like take falling damage down the stairs, right? And then I'm gonna use my slow fall to ride him down the stairs, basically.
You can jump up and increase the height if you want to.
I'm gonna do the jump, but then the visual is I'm doing the power slide down, right?
You're riding.
So, I'm going
so you're basically riding him like a snowboard, right?
Yeah, correct. And then I'm going to roll my d6s or damage for the random physical trauma.
Okay, so the flight of stairs is 10 feet, thereabouts, right? Okay. So your jump up is how far? How far up?
So I'll clear another 10 feet with the jump up as well, so it's 2d6.
2d6, yeah, but you will probably auto prone.
Yeah, it's okay. I will. It's 8 damage. Yeah, so 8 damage, and then both of us. Basically, what happens is I will negate the 8 damage with my slow fall. I eat my reaction to do so, and I knock him prone down in front of the other guy, and that's also to basically I still have a bonus action left. And my bonus action is I'm going to martial arts punch the guy on the floor once. Okay.
Okay, Ken.
Okay, let's go. Yeah. All this very Bing fighting styles.
Hey, hear that or not, Nick? Huh? Take note, take note.
Fighting style.
Take note. Don't say I create one. This one I take inspiration from Shao.
Okay, after I use my celerity and my potent, wait, wrong game.
Preview for Saturday.
Sorry, okay, got it. That's a 4 + 4. Take 8 points of damage.
8 points of punching damage, and you punch down and you smash. You hear something crack as you do the final punch down.
So the palm strike, kind of the punch is kind of like palm strike, and I kind of like. It was a bit dirty fighting. If Amu can see me and Kokang can see me, right? Actually, the attack went over towards the eyes of the troll. And
very nice.
That's to grab the troll because I don't realize that's what my Sifu has been doing on us.
Oh, so you're raking over the eyes, lah. Okay, that's fine. Grab and you pull it, right? And you feel something give way as you rake across his eyes, and he screams in pain. Longmu, it's your turn.
Okay, so the medicine man in front of Kukang and closest to me is focused on Kukang because of the massive damage, right?
Yep, he is very much so.
Yes. So I'm going to take the spear. I'm going to either, if you allow, I'm going to tap on him, or else I'm going to tap on the ground to get his attention.
Okay, sure. Are you doing a crown challenge?
No, I'm not using a crown challenge, but
okay.
What I'm actually doing is I'm tapping it twice on the ground to get his attention, and I'm going to lunge towards him. But what I'm actually doing is I'm going to go past him onto the guy on the ground, and then after that I'm going to throw the spear back to strike him from the back. So
okay.
I'm actually attacking 2 targets this turn.
Can be done. Make me an athletics roll to clear him, because
I'm claiming superiority on both of them.
You only need to clear one, or you can run on the side of the. If you have acrobatics, you can run along the side of the rail.
I do.
Okay. Run along the side.
Athletics lah. Sorry, not acrobatics.
Can. So if you're athletics, you're just basically jumping clear. If you're running acrobatics, you're basically doing the key T4C, running along the sides of the wall and doing it.
No,
up to you.
No, I'm not. I'm actually going closer to the ground. So I'm at 24 for my athletics check.
Oh, okay. Sure,
so
no problem.
So I will claim the advantage on both strikes.
No problems. And what you do is the matrix styles, right? So you push your chi downwards, right? And you just bend down, almost level to the floor, and sweep across the floor, sliding across them, and you pop yourself up with a scorpion, with a kind of a scorpion overhead slash. Okay.
So I'm using a lunging attack on the first guy, the one on the ground.
Sure.
And my second one will just be a strike with, I'll probably smite both. So yeah.
Go ahead.
You fire it up right now.
Sorry?
Have you spent your bonus action to activate your flame sphere?
I'm gonna do it lah.
Okay, you channel your chi from the metal forming palm. As the flame burns up, right? Yifan, please make me a perception roll. Only Yifan.
Okay. Perception. Where's my perception? There you are. 18.
Okay. All as the runes individually light up, right? You see the characters, right? You see this in particular. Do you remember the poem that was inscribed along the side of the four characters actually represent Zhurong as in the aspect as the Lord of the Southern Flame?
It was in the cavern. I can't remember already.
Yeah. Anyway, so the point is that particular stanza is burning with a purplish flame.
Okay.
Okay.
Amu doesn't notice it.
Yeah. None of you do. You are the only one. You're the only one with the vantage point to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to strike.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
The guy on the ground. I have a 19 fishing and a crit.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Please.
Okay, so I resolve this one first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Please use your smite slot.
Okay. The basic damage first is 14.
Double is 28.
Uh,
No.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
He's already rolled the. You already rolled the crit.
okay, then I'm going to roll my superiority. For another 8.
What's your superiority? Sorry.
The lunging attack.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. For another 8. Okay.
And then how many dice do I roll for my smite?
You
double,
should
right?
be rolling. Yeah, you should be rolling. What smite slot are you using? You're using one of your warlock slots, right? Which is level 1. So it's 2d8.
Yeah. So it's 2d8 normal,
2d8.
48.
48.
48, right? Okay.
You're probably gonna kill this guy.
Holy shit, 29.
Yeah. Okay. First you drive your spear in, right? The two flame, the characters, flame burns bright as you stab him in, and you see for the first time, right, lightning burst out of the flame along with fire, right? It looks all very Feng Yun, right? So huge amounts of a plume of smoke and a lightning, and you hear a voice in your head, and he says, "At last!" A crackle of thunder annihilates the guy on the ground.
Okay, then I will do my second attack now
Yeah, sure.
on the other guy that was on
Oh,
Fukang.
wait, no. I got the wrong guy. Okay, where are? Okay, never mind. I will just put him up and reposition him. He's the guy standing.
Oh, these are common Talespire problems. Okay, I'm doing my second attack.
Yeah, you have a superiority. You have martial superiority over him.
So another crit.
Yep, I see it.
Okay. So this guy doesn't get the superiority dice.
Okay.
I will do the damage first, which is only 3.
Okay.
Plus 4, so it's 7 for the basic weapon attack,
Okay.
and I'm rolling 48.
He probably he's not gonna die this round.
And another 16.
That's a bad roll, dude. And once more, right, that you dive in again and you feel the power of your divine patron for first time, right? Lei Zhenzi calls out again and he says, "Die!" in your head. And a bolt of lightning burns into this second troll.
Okay.
And we are top of the round. Troll B has died. Kukang, your turn.
No, should be Richard. No man.
Oh yeah, Richard's turn.
Okay. I am going to do a acrobatic move down following down the rail.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you're sliding down. You're basically surfing down the rail.
Surfing down the rail. As I move past, as I walk past the troll, I inscribe the inscribe the rune for Yan Ren for Green Flame Blade, and I will attack him. Because of my class feature, I will have 1 Green Flame Blade and 2 attacks because of haste as well.
Yep, go ahead.
So, will I be able to?
You can claim advantage if you make an acrobatics 15 roll.
Okay, I will be at acrobatics 15 roll first. Where's my acrobatics? Oh, there you are. Advantage. No, I did not. 10.
Okay.
Okay, so no advantage for me.
You slide down and you just momentarily lose your footing for a moment.
Lose footing. Never mind. Okay, first roll is first roll is 21. I assume it hits. Second roll is 15. Does it hit?
15 does hit.
Then the third roll is 12. I assume it doesn't hit.
12 does not hit.
Okay, so the first one will have the Green Flame Blade. I'll always assume the first one has Green Flame Blade.
Yep.
5 piercing and 2 fire, and then the next one would be 8 piercing.
He has 1 hit point left. Kukang. Kukang, it's your turn.
I guess I hit over and love tap him.
I love that.
Sure. Sure. Make a.
We go recklessly.
Oh, wait, hold on. He dies because I have a sneak attack die.
Oh yes. I guess not necessary.
Very well done. Okay, so he's dead. How you want to do it?
So basically how it works is the first attack was as I go past him, because he's like with his arm, I will stab him with a fiery flint under his arm, in the armpit area. I'll pull out and then I'll slash his kneecaps as I slide past, and then I drop landing on the staircase. Superhero pose. No, just kidding.
Sure. Okay, you just dive down and you land and somewhere in another universe, right? A white lady with a white catsuit goes.
What?
No copyright infringement. No copyright infringement. I'm just making general references. Huh? General homages.
General homages.
You hear. You pant. The sound of heavy breathing as the medicine men are dispatched.
Okay, Amu looks at the rest of the team and says, since we have alerted the snake after hitting the grass, we should move faster.
I mean, did we make a was this particular combat very loud?
It was fast, but it was fairly loud because both the medicine men roared.
And there was thunder wave. Yeah.
The thunder wave was honestly at that point in time by the by already.
Yeah.
But what you can you either one person make a perception roll with an advantage or 2 people make perception rolls?
Not me.
I'll make a perception. I have a +5.
Okay.
Actually, no. It's light the issue. If light is the issue,
No,
I
it's a
think
hearing. It's a hearing roll.
Okay, got it. Then I'll roll then. Okay,
Roll to heal.
that's a 22. So I got 11 and 22. Literally, the second roll was twice that of the first roll.
Okay.
First, I tried to listen with my nose. Now I try to listen with my ears.
You surprisingly don't hear the sounds of alarm around you. You do, however, hear the sound of stone grinding.
Where is it coming from? Like which direction does it sound like?
It's coming from vaguely around this side, around the opposite side of the tower.
Okay, then what's this? I kind of like there's some expected dragon-blooded bullshit, but I kind of like hold a hand up to get everyone to be silent for a while. Then I kind of like hold my breath, and I kind of become familiar with the turmoils and wind currents inside this fetid place, right? And I let the sound kind of drag over to come over to me, right? And once I kind of like get a better sense of it, right, then I kind of turn around and say, "There's a sound of stone grinding on the other side. I think." Then that's actually his fluff, right, for him casting detect magic.
Sure.
Sort of like I kind of like cast detect magic, and I kind of like sense the air currents, the wind currents, the sound that moves around, right? And then is there a trail of magic around nearby?
There are many trails of magic. So what you notice, right, from your 60 feet is this. The ground in this area, you see this area here where it looks like it's greenish? There are several wards placed on the ground around this area.
Okay.
They radiate evocation, abjuration magic.
Then what's this? I kind of like say to the rest of the party, I think it was a good thing we didn't throw anyone over because the ground will explode probably. Then I kind of play some runes around to kind of show people where the explosive, where I think the possibly dangerous runes might be. I don't think it should fall. If gravity won't kill you, something else would.
Yeah, so there are a couple of them here. Wait, hold on. Let me finish the. Sorry, Amo. Just let me finish this. There is a strong background wave of transmutation and necromancy energy, and it's slowly getting higher. It's almost imperceptible, but it's crossed the threshold that your detect magic can now sense it. There is one more thing. There is divination magic radiating from Amu's spear.
I see. Okay. I kind of say, sorry, Amu was saying something, right? I'll listen to that before I say anything.
Yeah.
Amu, please go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, what happens is Amu looking very antsy. He says, and I say, look, we need to pick up the pace, and then I'm going to turn on the divine sight, and I'm going to walk ahead of the party.
Sure.
Okay. Let's pick up the pace. I look at Laura. Shall we?
Lala says, the place from here on out, this path, there should not be any more traps or ruins. You should have a clear path all the way up to the tower.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Okay, as everyone seems eager and hasty to run forward, I go to Yifan and I say, Swordsman or Wudang, I sense there is a mixture of elemental transformations and yin-yang inversions at work inside here. Then I pass him like my scribblings, right, as I move quickly of like what I sense coming out of threshold and the stone grinding sound. I think this might be things to deal with the clay warriors to transform them in the ritual that I've seen. Also, I think we're being watched, but it seems to be a divine force. I point over at Amu's spear. It could either be somebody is watching us through Amu's spear, like his newfound lightning patron, or maybe it's wrong, the patron of flame looking at who's using his weapons, or it could be Dukes here having cast out on us and we don't know. Anyway, let's move on quickly. Somebody knows we're here.
Amu,
Definitely.
You've opened your divine eye, right? So your ever since you have your patron, right, your third eye no longer opens up this way. Instead, right, your eyes crackle with lightning, and you just for a brief moment, right, get a bit of a mask of your face starts becoming sharper, your features start becoming sharper, your nose becomes sharper, your mouth becomes a little bit more jutted.
Like bird.
Like bird. Burp.
Okay.
There's two things that you immediately notice. Okay? Beyond the doorway here, there's a doorway here, right? about
I
60 feet.
I can't see the doorway lah, but
Yeah,
it's
okay.
very
Beyond
dark.
the I assure you that there's a doorway. Okay, beyond the doorway here. Now I'm going to use you as an illumination, right? There's a doorway here.
Yep.
Beyond the doorway, there's a hint of demonic energy here. Somewhere here.
Okay.
There is a hint of there's a hint of demonic energy radiating from your spear.
From my spear,
From your spear.
Oh.
can I observe it? To find out what it is?
No, you can't, because it's just that for a moment you swear you felt something vaguely demonic, like just brush past your spear.
I turn to Cang Tian and I say, something has just moved past us, and right in front of us, we are
Well,
dark energies seem to coagulate, seem to converge.
well, that was what I was wanting to warn you about, but you rush out ahead. So then, like, Cang Tian basically says in a kind of like pissy voice, and Cang Tian says, "Your spear is being watched by something. I don't know whether it's a celestial patron or whether it's the god of fire to whom it's dedicated to. In any case,
The god of
Your-
fire is not demonic, right?
No, he's not.
The god of fire is demonic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Now that he's demonic.
He's no longer a god, remember? He surrendered his godhood.
yes, so I'm sure whoever is watching is seeing how you wield the weapon. Up ahead, there's going to be extremely fireproof people if the terracotta warriors are like terracotta. Perhaps the god of flame is going to judge what your powers are, whether you're worthy to hold this blade. After all, the spear is rewarded only to the worthy followers of Zhurong. Prove yourself either to your celestial patron or to the one who has forged the spear you wield. In any case, as in your own words, let's press on. The Cang Tian kind of like walks.
You feel a tugging on your sleeve, Cang Tian.
Yeah.
Shui Xian is at your sleeve, right? She says, you know, there's something I can do about that.
Would it involve like a
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Totally fine. No problems at all. I know what I'm doing.
I'm sure. Yes. Yeah. She has a great idea. Your Sime has a great idea. Amu, would you like to have this great idea?
I turn around. Okay, go on.
She incarns a series of what sound like Taoist sayings about negations and yin in particular. And you feel her expend energy, and you feel the spear pushing against it for a while, but the spear wins out. And she says, that didn't work.
What do you try to do?
I tried to dispel it.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a bit hard. Yeah.
Nah.
let's move on before more of those medicine come up.
Okay, so which order are you going in? I assume that Longmu is striding in, right?
Yes, impatiently as usual.
Impatiently as he, because, you know, and he totally blaming it on his celestial patron.
Yes.
You stride in and you realize, and I'm going to turn up the light for this because saw is a bit hard. You find that in the tower, right, itself,
Hooray, lighting.
you reach a point, right, where you reach the base of it, right, and you almost fall off because part of the floor has actually caved in, and you see that the place looks it looks like the part of the tower had collapsed upon itself. But in the distance, and I'm gonna turn off the light for a while again because where's he? Sorry, yeah. You see a very familiar figure standing on top of one of the pillars. He calls out to you. 小师弟 Please stop where you're going.
Ooh. It's Qinglong, isn't it?
It is Qinglong.
We don't want to fight you. Well, I don't want to fight you.
Then leave. This is not a place for you.
There is that though, you know. I was specifically told to come here, so I believe it is the place for me.
You are seeking the Terracotta Warriors. So is Duke Xie. He is close to succeeding. Very close.
Yeah, that's kind of why we need to be here.
He needs that army. The Mongols are invading. He needs that army.
I look at him. I can see him, right?
Yeah, he's right here.
I look at him straight in the eye and I say, "My army."
So Xuanwu has. So you've met Xuanwu.
I have.
And he's told you you are the Emperor.
I have no reason not to believe it.
You cannot pass. This is too important.
Why?
To which Coffee says, Coffee flies forward. Where's Coffee? Here we are. Ah, here we are. Coffee. Blaze of light. Blaze of fire. Moves forward and says, Qinglong, stop your folly. Oh, Coffee just fell down the cliff.
Yep.
Coffee go down the hole.
Coffee go down the hole.
Coffee go down the hole. Okay, let me try again. One more
Coffee
time.
needs to have.
Needs to be
He
fl-
needs flight enabled.
Coffee go down the hole. Okay. Says, Qinglong, stop your folly at once. He is the true emperor. Have you forgotten your vow? And Qinglong says, I am already a dead man. All my vows have been released. I'm glad to see you, Zhuhe. But if you are standing with him, then you are standing against me. Longmu, I offer you this. Beat me in a duel, and I will pass, and our honor will be satisfied. Or you may choose to fight me all at once, in which case I will not show mercy. Your choice.
I look at him. Then make your way down here, I guess.
Which will it be? Duel or fight to the death?
I accept your duel.
He jumps down, almost agilely. Yeah, he moves with a sort of a grace that you don't see from the other men. You see there's a ledge across here, the one where the original Kopi died. Okay.
The original copy.
Yeah, so this is now you've got Kopi C.
Not
He
now.
got PC.
Only copy A and copy D that died already. Now you're down to copy C. Okay, let me pull out Qinglong's stats.
I'm going to look at him though, and before the duel, I say. So you wish to soil your honor in front of Zhu He?
He says, quite the contrary. It's the only honor I have left. Oh wait. No, wait. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. Okay. I am having problems. Okay, done.
It wouldn't be a session without technical problems, right?
Of course lah. Okay. Roll for initiative.
Just Nick or all of us?
Just Nick.
Just Nick.
Let's
I-
do this.
Before you start the duel, I tried to interrupt. I tried to interrupt Qinglong.
Okay, sure. What do you do?
Before you do Longmu, do you want to know who led the Jin army into the empire?
He says, I do.
Then would you want to choose to re-enter the service of the emperor, because we are his enemy as well?
Who is it?
Hua Gong.
It's true, Qinglong. It's true what he says.
I don't want to fight you. We don't want to fight you. I'm providing you this information to tell you that we are here to take this army, get back the emperor's empire, and to stop Hua Gong.
You see Qinglong's face look hesitant for a moment.
I give you some time to decide, but if you have to fight, then I look at Longwu. It's his choice.
I understand.
Believe it or not, I have no desire to fight you.
Then why are the two of you fighting?
I don't know, man.
It's pretty clear cut for me.
I'm doing the Deadpool shrug next to Kokang.
He says, I am in the service of Duke Xie. Now,
You are a dead man. Your service.
I am not
You're,
in this life. This life was granted by him. I owe him.
Do you really though?
Make me a persuasion roll, please. Kogan.
Bro, a sass roll.
Yeah, please roll a sass. Yeah, please roll a sass roll.
Roll for sass.
That was quite funny.
Hiya, -1.
-1.
Can I give you an advantage by doing
still-
give it. Ooh, nice.
It's okay, still roll 18.
18. No, that's a good roll. He pauses for a while. He says, "Do I have your word that you will take the army here and defend and take the empire and defend it against all threats?"
I will reply that.
I
And
look
I
at-
say, Look, I cannot defend the Empire alone, or even with the Terracotta Warriors. I require everyone who was in service of the former Emperor to be on my side as well. That includes you.
He says, I cannot break my vow to Xianxia. But if you have a way of making Xianxia swear to you, I will happily swear to you.
Come, guys. Give me advantage. I wrote insight to atonement him. Ceremony is weaponized again.
Okay.
Yes, well done. Okay.
Weaponized ceremony.
Quick, everyone, drinking game. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put out the drinking game, right? so guys, there's now the Xianxia drinking game, right? So every time Nick says I have no choice, take a drink. Every time Shao or Cang Tian says I'm going to use ceremony, drink the whole cup. Every time Yifan says I activate shield, take a drink. Anyway, there's going to be more, but I haven't. But there's a placeholder. There's a placeholder on our Discord. One day I will come down to get it done. But
I go make coffee, drink the whole cup.
yeah, I go make coffee, drink the whole cup, right? But by all means, come down and help contribute to the drinking game, especially if you've watched this for some time. The reason I have not done the drinking game this week was because I was too busy building my VTM character. Once again, shameless plug. For those of you who've just joined us, please remember that there is a game on Saturday that is run by our dearest Nick. Okay? Now, next up. Okay, so yes, weaponizing atonement, what you were saying.
I mean, like, that's possible, right?
It is entirely possible.
Okay, got it. I will
You
pray
need to-
first. Okay, so I offer that suggestion and I say, if you cannot absorb yourself for a vow, then perhaps you may allow the light of heaven to shine upon your soul and to see if such a vow still has any weight upon you. Would you deny the lives and souls of so many for the selfishness of a vow? Stare into my eyes and tell me you will.
Make me a persuasion check, you have advantage.
Okay, got it. Let's go. I will.
And
I
you
will.
also have you have a reroll available with your
Okay, got it.
yeah.
I will. I'm for Sansai.
Yes.
Guidance myself. This.
Yes, horny tofu,
Okay.
banzai. Okay, good.
Alright. Oh, good. Yeah. Okay, like. Okay, that's 13 and that's 14. Okay, 14 plus 4, 18. Okay.
Okay. Can.
All the background characters are sassing him into
Sassing.
fires. Yeah.
No, this is like any wuxia film, right? Where you have like one guy fighting, right? And like 6 guys in the background going, this guy is kung fu actually can beat him one, no, but he suffered injury and then like, how dare you take advantage of his injured left side? You should attack him from the right side, that kind of bullshit Yeah.
Not say I want to say, but still I have to say.
Yeah, but still I have to say. So what was your roll, bro?
I got 18.
18, good enough.
Yeah.
And he says, you, Watcher of the Skies, is what you say true? Does heaven really wish for me to take such a route?
Do you remember the stories? The birth stories of all the gods and immortals and the Buddhas who have come before? We might do things that we swear, but life and the world changes, and it becomes a matter of whether you want to hold on to your past, or would you prefer to save the lives of others? I do not mean to dishonor your place as what is the word that you people have? A warrior, in which your vows of loyalty are very important. But perhaps it is not your loyalty that is in question, but your wisdom to see. What is it that you truly are loyal to? Are you loyal to that?
The Pagro says in that statement, fucking hell.
Cang Tian has been extremely pagro recently.
Yeah.
This is actually the power of laughing ghosts passing inside my head, you see. This is one giving me the lines.
Alright, man, steady one. Well done. MVP of the game.
Adding the acid to the bite, yeah. So I basically kind of like say that, like, I say, if you wish to see the truth for yourself, I can provide you with a glimpse at the heavens. Hot as you are in this miasma, in this pit, it may be hard for you to see the mountains of above the clouds, if you so wish. Then I put my hands out towards him.
He reaches out with both his hands. You see it in his hands, right? There is a hint of humanity left in his palms. You see calluses, sword calluses that have been the result of years, decades of dedicated knife work. Scars, nicks along the side of his arm that have never healed, despite the fact that he's a medicine man, indicating that these were gained long before he became the monster that he is.
Then
He
I
walks
look
forward, towers over you, and he reaches his long gnarled hands up to you.
Then I say, allow me to. Do not stoop yourself down for anyone. Be proud. And then I leap up over into his hands, right, so that I can basically sort of like stand at face level to him, so I do not need to make him abase himself. So I stand like on his hands. Then I look over at Coffee and the Zhu He, right, and I say, Spirit of the South, may I have your aid here?
What will you have me do?
Well, you know this man. Then I use the words carefully. You know this man. I say very casually. I don't say the word monster or medicine man. You know this man, the best out of all of us. And I will require a person who can vouch for his spirit and his soul as I open the light of heaven. Will you be that guide and for your friend?
And she flies to his shoulder and lands on the shoulder of Green Dragon of Qinglong. And she leans in, and she leans the head in. And he says, always. And you see Qinglong look at her from a side glance and says, even after all this, you have never changed. Qinglong, you have given your life, and Shenwu has given his life, and Baiwu has given his life, as have I. But what you don't see is that in the midst of all our sacrifice, life grows anew. We are no longer the heroes that we need to be, because new heroes have come up. And maybe it's time. Maybe it's time that we are free. I vouch for this man. I've always vouched for this man.
Then let the light of heaven shine upon your soul. So I'm using that to give myself advantage or insight, basically.
Sure.
For my ceremony roll. So I rolled guidance, I got 4, so I'm going to roll my insight to see whether I hit the 20 or not. Okay, the first one is no. Okay, the second one is yes. Alright, congratulations, it's a 21. We hit the DC by 1. Thank you, Asian lovers, for giving me background bonus advantage.
You feel a flash of a moment, right? Where okay. Let me change the music a bit.
Why does Case's camera blur out for me, but yet I see it perfectly
Yeah.
fine on the screen?
It blurs out for me as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those Discord things, lah. I mean,
Last time I could fix it by turning off my camera, but now when I tried it, nothing happened.
yeah, we are. Let me try.
I mean, it's fine as long as the audience can see it, right? But
Okay, I don't know. That's the answer.
yeah.
不知道，我在这里做工，喂你吃的吗？
You see a scene of Zhu He and Qinglong hand in hand walking down an imperial courtyard. You see yourself there in the pavilion as they are walking by. It is a memory of the fond times that the two of them had shared together, away from their duties for just a moment. And you realize that vague spark of humanity, that touchstone, that conviction still remains within them. That even though they have failed in their duties, they still have each other.
I suppose it's just a small jump to my next line, and then I look over at Qinglong and I say like, heaven, the light of heaven has shone and revealed this. Then I kind of like throw out a piece of rice paper, and then I take out my brush, right, and then I paint the scene that I see, right, and then I kind of use, I don't know, like maybe I burn one key point to flurry of blows, quickly paint it. I have no idea what I'm doing now. But I'm now the god of cookery already, so I'm like now use the power of the matte painter power to basically paint out this impressionistic painting, right? And then I kind of like put it in front of them, and as the ink dries, right, I basically say, this is what heaven saw when I look into your soul. This is what still remains. The only thing that is in the way of this is an oath to a demon. Could I offer you perhaps another opportunity, Sir Qinglong?
He says,
To free yourself from this oath.
he cocks his head to Zhu He. Zhu He nods her birdie head.
Yes, and of course, to her, if you will permit me as well, if you're willing for this to happen.
She says, if this completes, neither of us will be in our corporeal form.
Very well. I shall. If you cannot find it within yourself to break your oath to the Duke, even if the Duke's bonds will not allow you to leave, then perhaps a new bond instead will give you the strength to go on. Will the both of you consent to pairing with each other and being each other's companion upon these lonely roads where your new lifetimes will take you? As a priest and intermediary of heaven, this is what I can offer you, to be born as man and wife.
Niwa looks up from heaven and says, What is this bullshit?
Weaponizing ceremony again. I can marry you guys.
Hey, awesome Rara, they have to do the solemnization now, because if they don't do the solemnization now, the BTO is going to get more expensive for prime areas, you know. So they have to do it now.
Yeah. So this is what I basically say to them, and then
she
I
says,
offer them chance.
In our next life,
I shall recommend to the Imperial Censors of the Jade Emperor that both of you be incarnated in a timeline and a world where you may see each other again. That shall be my recommendation. Right, Docket, send over, please. Give me some pounds. Please reincarnate properly, okay? Thank you.
Yeah. Please refer to aforementioned message. Yeah. In reference to my previous message, best regards.
That's why I venture. I don't hang out in heaven because of this bullshit.
Yeah. It's all this pagro like. Yeah. In reference to my previous email, that kind of thing. You cast your ceremony.
What's like you see all ceremony, guys.
Yeah, by the way, if the drinking game were in fact now, everybody would be like piss drunk right now, okay? I'm just gonna point out, you reach out and you see two frayed red threads emit from their soul beings, and you see for a brief moment Qinglong in his soul form, a dashing young man that looks suspiciously like Donnie Yen. And a young girl that looks suspiciously like Zhao Wei. No prizes for guessing which movie I ripped this from.
Oh. Your radio dial has a lot of menu.
My radio dial does have a lot, man. As they stand on top of the pillar because I couldn't be asked to go down. Oh no, I've lost connection to the board. Bloody hell.
Oh yeah, it does that sometimes.
Yeah,
It's back.
no, it's back, yeah.
Yeah, we defeated this and acquired the power of shipping, I realize.
Yes. Win by writing fanfic.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that works.
Shao, you need to thank me for the assist. I decided to stop the duel.
Yeah. If we start the duel right now, Nick will be getting punching things.
Yeah, correct.
Well, yes.
You see lah, Nick, this is what happens when you play a brouhaha. This is what happens, right? You see the two of them standing side by side as the frayed, torn apart red thread weaves itself back together. And it forms a mesh as it knits itself into a red cloth with golden thread in the background. And Rich, your sword starts vibrating. Starts vibrating in resonance.
I would offer the sword as a wedding gift. Yeah, I will. I said, I pull out.
There
I
goes
bought
the
the
self-scoring.
It's okay.
The couple says to you, your gift is well received, but its destiny is in your hands. And you feel the blade, right?
Mm-hmm.
You feel the blade start turning crystalline white.
Ooh. Crystalline white. Okay. I look at everybody. Don't mind if I take a moment and find out.
You won't get the stats until after the game.
Eh.
I did not expect this. I honest to God did not expect this. So Nick, don't worry about Saturday's game. Really? Everything that you plan will be derailed. It's okay. Just find it in your heart. Find it in your heart, right? Use this game as an example, right?
We derail everything.
You derail everything anyway. It's okay.
It's not as though you don't know that, I've already budgeted for this.
I know, but this is like a very low order possibility, but I know it's gonna happen. I just have to keep a motivation. Anyway, the wedding ceremony concludes and the pair just fade away.
So you didn't get the additional lighting radio menu.
No, I didn't. I should get it. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite good.
And with that,
Let's go to the next dungeon.
we will we will take a short break because it's the middle of the stream.
Are you karaoke?
I believe I am karaoke, but I need to go and figure out what song to karaoke lah. What song am I singing?
I'm going to the toilet. Bye bye.
What song am I singing?
He said your choice.
My choice.
It should be a love song, marriage song. Like some kind of like you can not so 凄惨 one. Oh, you want 凄惨 also can because more than 3 凄惨.
Okay, let me try this because I haven't tried this.
Why you want again? And no, you can you do 500 or not? Can you 决定爱他们一万年了?
That one I have to learn. That one I don't have. It's not part of my song list. I cannot do it. But I can try to. I can try to do 红豆 if I can find it.
红豆啊 Or do you want to be 你是我的花朵?
Oh, 你是我的花朵. That one gonna. Hey, actually, 90% of my songs are all 提倡 songs. I'm just that kind of person. But I need to find. Let me try find 红豆. If I can find 红豆, then at least it has a bit of the feel. A bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go find. I find 红豆. I have to find 红豆. Because the score is a bit hard for me to remember. Where's my 红豆? Where's my ang pao? Yeah. See, I got so many files until I cannot remember where my own scores are. Ang Tao, where are you? Okay, I'm gonna try it. If I can remember.
Oh no.
No, Tonghua, please. I don't particularly feel like shattering my vocal cords. Where's Ang Tao? I swear to God, it's here somewhere. Dust in the wind. Okay. I cannot find it, but I'll try. I'll try to remember. So it may be a little bit bad, but if it doesn't work out this week, I will come back with it practiced for next week. So I'll try it for this week. Alright? Wait, sorry. Okay, let me see if I can try and get it online. Let me see. Okay. Okay, can. Here. I'll try this. Hold on. Okay. Can. Okay, so the song for today is 红豆, which is Fang Da Tong Song. And let's see whether this works, okay? Because I've not practiced this in a while and I've actually got a. But let me try this. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 气候，我们一起颤抖，谁更明白什么是哀愁？还没和你牵着手，我中了沙丘，我们一起颤抖，听你们练习天长和地久。有时候，一切有尽头，原地离开，没有什么永垂不朽。可是我有时候永远不放手，等到风景都看透，一切被我看细水长流。还没和你牵奋斗，绕城爆炸的伤口，我们一起颤抖，谁更明白什么是哀愁？还没好好的感受，经过亲吻的温柔，在你左右，最用珍惜摄入的自由。有时候，相信一切有尽头，相聚离开没有时候，约会永远不朽。可是我有时候张开留恋不放手，等到风景都看透，我看细水长流。Okay, that was pretty bad. I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to need to find the score for that. So maybe I'll try another one. I'll try to do Hongtou some other time, okay? Sorry about that. That's pretty bad, pretty bad. Yeah. Oh, okay. I've got one. Okay, so I'm gonna compensate you with this one, and then after that we'll start again for the song, okay? This is a song from Chen Jieyi, and I think kind of appropriate for this also. Yeah? 从前对着收音机学唱旧的歌，我问妈妈为什么伤心想开了，妈妈笑着说她也不懂得，我想出去走一走，哦，妈妈点点头。天冷你就回来，别在风中徘徊。哦，妈妈眼里有明白，还有一丝无奈。天冷你就回家，童年毕竟不在。明天的雨点洒下来，那滋味叫做爱。别在风中徘徊。 Hopefully that was a little bit better than my Hongto rendition. Okay, let's put this away. Let me go and try Hongto again next week. Okay. Sort this away, sort this away. Okay, let's just pretend I didn't do that horrible rendition of Hongto. And as you hit, as the scene vanishes, you let me change the sound and the music again.
Yeah, it's confirmed. Every time I turn on my video, the thing blurs out. So annoying.
The path to the
It's probably the bandwidth to this.
Yeah, I think so.
path
Why
to
you-
the spire is
Why is
clear.
mine is white?
The path to the end spire is clear. Yours for the taking, no more.
I will take the path lor.
As you walk towards the center of the room, you see in your eyes you start seeing ghostly stairs start materializing step by step by step up towards the center spire. None of the rest of you see this.
Qinglong is reversed, isn't it?
Nope, Qinglong has vanished.
So has Zhu Che.
And the night sky seems to be the aura of darkness seems to have abated somewhat. Ghostly step by ghostly step. No more. You ascend.
Yes, I'll wait for you to teleport my miniature there. You know you can do that teleport thing, right?
And I wanted to do dramatic effect lah, but you want teleport can.
Isn't it a lot more
And in the
convenient?
final room, you face a blank stone wall. And that's it. There's the stone wall. Nothing else.
I'm getting stonewalled.
It's better than being railroad.
And in front of you, the wall just turns translucent. As you see in front of you, with the sun rising in the background,
Hey, I use the same map for something else.
200,000 terracotta warriors standing at the ready. You hear a voice in your head. A mass of voices. You hear, free us, free us, free us.
So I can see through the wall.
Yeah, you basically have suddenly got this hawk eye view of the whole place.
Where's the Duke?
That's a very good question. The Duke is here, over here, and he looks like he's running. He looks like he's running for the portal out. He's about here, and he seems to be running. He's just making a beeline for the portal out.
He's running away?
He's running away.
Oh no, he might have activated them and like can't control them
Oh,
or
yes.
something.
Score him. Use your power to score him. Then make him can run.
He needs to be within 60 feet.
Yeah, it needs to be within
Yeah.
60 feet.
I taxi you there.
No, he's you hear a voice in your head, free us, free us, free us, free us.
I
Free us.
observe the statues. What has been done?
And with that, you instantly get the information that you've asked for. These are the soldiers of the Qin dynasty. They have been imprisoned here against their will, ritually sacrificed, their souls bound to clay warriors, clay bodies, taken out of the cycle of reincarnation.
Yes, but what did Duke Xie do to them?
Duke Xie did nothing to them. This was all done to them by the Qin Emperor. You have no idea why Duke Xie is running like hell.
Well, why don't we give chase first, since the Jin golems aren't going anywhere?
Yeah, I think so. No, wait. Did he rig the whole place?
How though?
Yeah.
Because like there was threshold of magic had gone up just now, so I kind of like point to it to Yifan, saying that maybe he succeeded with his ritual.
Maybe.
There is no indication that he did, because you feel that there is control. You have control over the entire army. And you hear a voice in your head. It is your patron, Lei Zhenzi. He says, I did not expect this. How can this be? This is a travesty.
What is a travesty?
This! He indicates the terracotta warriors.
But they have been around for hundreds of years.
Yes! And they've been trapped and their souls imprisoned here, taken away from the cycle of reincarnation. No wonder heaven and hell is off balance.
Yeah, there's a grandmother with a lot of bowls of water waiting for people, but it's not showing up.
That's it's like, bro, I cooked like 200,000 portions of soup, you know, bro. Where am I gonna send it, bro?
忘情水 is not being drunk.
Yeah.
哦，给我一杯忘情水。
万若一生不还回。
Everyone's with me, right?
No, you're alone up there. No one can ascend the stairs except you. You can call out and you are heard, but no one's up here with you.
I say to them, there are spirits bound to each and every single one of these terracotta warriors.
Mm-hmm.
They are trapped here, denied the cycle of reincarnation.
Yes, that's what our friend just said.
And if the Duke is running away, do I activate it now?
No, I don't think you should activate it. Because the sword was meant to control all the soldiers of the past, but these soldiers are obviously kind of all necromancy up, and there's no knowing what will happen if you wake them up. So the Duke doesn't strike me as a very brave person. I think the reputation he has, and then I kind of say more quietly, one loudly thaumaturgy, is a bit of a coward who doesn't make his play. So it's obviously running away.
Yeah, he's fucking running, right? He's down here right now, and he's reached the portal, right? And he grabs the portal, and he seems to be incanting something, right? And nothing happens.
As in, he can't escape.
This is what you see. And he, with that, right, he dejectedly puts himself on the side here and slumps.
I march 100 of the warriors with me down.
Okay. You have 100 of the warriors because I really don't want to click 100 times on this stream, okay? So...
Yes, I understand.
Render them.
Render unto season. Render unto 3D what is due to 3D.
Honestly,
Six
I
people.
think creating new ones at the new site is faster than moving them one by one.
It is lah. But are the rest of you coming along with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, why not?
Okay. You and 100 of your best warriors. Oh, there are one thing that you need to know also. Most of your warriors are these humans. There are some of them that are twice the height of these guys. And they have horns on their head. And they actually look suspiciously like Xianxia.
Oh, they are the corrupted ones lah.
Not entirely.
Maybe they are Duke's own children. It's like, no, he seems like that kind of dad.
I'm
Abusive,
thinking ones that look like me.
abusive dad.
See Popo run straight away.
See what?
See the Popo, the police run straight away.
警察嚟咗啊 I'm practicing for Saturday.
You see the Tylo, they run already.
Yeah. Okay. As you march towards him, right, he goes. You see Xianxia in person for the very, very first time. And you have to say that, honest to God, you were expecting someone taller.
I say to him, hey, Lao Bo, right? Do you remember me from the arena?
Yes, I do. Yes. His voice. He's trying to stop his voice from cracking, right? And he's clearly pushing his voice down. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
It's trying to find an audience in you is really, really hard. I tried it back then, and I had to go through all this just to come and talk to you.
Yes, but you are here now. Haha. He's a man. He's wearing well-appointed robes, right? Make me a perception roll, please. All of you, either with advantage or individually twice.
Individually twice.
Each of us
No.
rolls.
One person.
It's the same
One
deal
person
lah.
will. Yeah.
So in other words, it's not me.
Perception, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's Chang Tian.
Per caption.
Per caption.
It's either Chang Tian or Yifan.
Yifan
Yeah.
roll already, so let Yifan roll off.
Yeah. I wrote 22.
Okay. He's wearing a robe. There are dragons on that robe. The robes of the dragon have dragons with 5 toes.
It's the Emperor's.
Yep. That's an emperor's robe. That's an emperor's robe.
Finally, you decided to become emperor.
This no. I found it here, and
Trouble.
you don't need to make an inside roll for this. He's clearly lying.
I was like, I think I looked at him and said, I think it belongs to you, Alongmu.
Don't like the color, but I'll keep it.
Yes, please. No, I meant to kick. He takes it out, right, and he puts it forward, right. And
I stopped him from moving anywhere forward. I walk towards him. I take the rope. If he's going to stab me, he will stab me instead. By the way, I activate Blade Song first.
okay, Ken. He
Then I say-
hands it over Kwai over to you. He realizes
Yeah.
he realizes that okay, your divine sense is still on, right?
Yes.
This area is cut off. This area is completely cut off.
Is it cut off from what? Cut off from magic, cut off from the gods, cut off from...
It's cut off from it's its own world. This entire
Okay.
area is its own world. But
realm, ah.
yeah, its own realm. But it's cut off from all other realms except by your will.
except by my will.
You can will it to go anywhere else, I assume.
Correct.
Fascinating.
Because you've claimed it. You've claimed you're the emperor. It's that simple.
I look at the Duke and I say, why are you making such a hasty retreat after, all this? I motion to the changes that he has obviously made to the place.
He says, stop playing the fool. It's clear that I have lost and my life is in your hands.
Yes, it's true. We know this. But at least spell it out to me.
You own this place. You own this place. I cannot leave except by your will. I live and die here by your will.
Were you not always in service of the Emperor?
He sits down on one of the benches and he says, I was in the service of a mad emperor. One that threatened to become immortal. And but for his wife's courageous act, damn near achieved it.
The sun killer.
One after another, they are all the same. Emperors are all the same. Shin Emperor, the Sun Killer. Anytime there is an emperor, I have never seen one, never served one that didn't end up. He motions his hands like this. All I wanted was to save my comrades. You know what he did. You know because you command these now. Why do you still keep them? They are a travesty on heaven and earth. Have they not earned their resting place? Instead, they are kept in this dog of a place, cut off from heaven and earth, cut off from the cycle of reincarnation. How dare you?
Now, stop shouting. It's quite loud. We can discuss this civilly.
You see that all his masks, all his cunning and all his guile and all that, right, drop away, and he's just a simple man living in fear.
What were you doing to them here? What was your claim about? You obviously wanted to be the Emperor yourself.
If not I, then who? Hua Gong Gong? Or that fatuous emperor of the Jin dynasty that cannot even defend his own capital? Even now the Mongols storm our gates. If I had a choice, if I had a way to stop them, I would. If I had the way to rescue my friends, I would have. Make me an insight check.
Anyone or
anyone?
The same thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Highest with advantage or highest two with individual rolls?
Yeah, I've been implementing this system in my.
I think it's a very good system.
But I assign them roles, so like there's a party sage and a party this and a party that.
Yeah, but this group is a bit zapalang lah, huh?
Yeah.
So who's gonna roll? I have a +5 to insight.
I have +0.
I think Cang Tian roll.
Cang Tian.
All right, sure thing. Okay, that's 18. 18 is the highest for me.
He is largely telling the truth from his perspective. But the caveat is it's from his perspective. The truth of it is he's always been too afraid. So he's always been making excuses for himself.
I look at the Duke and I say, return to the capital. I want to summon every single one of the powers that be there, and I want to hold an informal court with them.
He says, not everyone will submit to you. In particular, Hua Gong Gong will not submit to you.
I do not expect it.
We cannot go back to Luoyang. It is surrounded by Mongol soldiers.
You have no way to get back there yourself? Because I will bring it. I will definitely go back there by myself.
I cannot leave
Surely
this
you are
unless you release me from this place. I cannot leave.
Longmu, Amu, I will suggest that you come a few things. Make the Terracotta Warriors do one last thing, and it's to retake the capital.
That's exactly what I was intending to do.
And then after that, I believe the rightful thing is to release them from their duty.
But if you do that, you'll be exactly doing what everyone here has done. And then what makes you the rightful emperor?
Thanks for. I knew you would be the one who spotted.
Okay.
I knew you would be the one who spotted.
The thing is that Amu wants to say something to the rest of the party, but he cannot because Duke is there.
You can just tell him to go fuck off. And he has no choice but to fuck off.
Can I like?
You are a master of the.
Really?
You take your 100 soldiers and march him off lah.
I tell him to wait in the central courtyard or some other place that is not here lah.
Sure. He marches off with 100 of your 200,000 soldiers.
I look at them very pointedly and say, I don't want to be emperor.
Well, the quickest way to stop this.
Chui Xian raises her hand and says, Muga, you can save the capital with the 200,000 soldiers. But unless you keep them, there is no way you can hold the capital.
Which I do not intend to be the emperor.
But if you don't, then some other evil bastard is going to.
She's right. Would you rather that, like, would not the people suffer more if there was a power vacuum? Where, like, greedy folks like Duke here, others who are hiding in the woodwork that we do not yet know about, like, make their place. Like, China will be nothing but strife in that case, would it not? At least, if you take the throne, most of us can rest easy knowing that there's a good man upon it this time.
We have things to do that are beyond the throne.
That is true. That's entirely true.
Then what have we to worry about? You are emperor, in perhaps not in name yet, but for the purposes of the terracotta soldiers, that's all we need. What you decide to do after, that's entirely up to you, is it not?
I have another suggestion. Not be the emperor, but be the kingmaker.
And who will you install as the emperor? Who can?
Well, that can wait until we're done with the Mongols knocking down our doors, no?
I suppose that is true. I look at Cang Tian. If you were not using Terracotta Warriors, what would you do?
No, basically, I take out my adamantine beats. I suppose I'll start by smashing each and every one of them, then saying sutras for all of them so they may reincarnate properly. And maybe it'll be so convenient if I had 200,000 grateful spirits marching on my back for a while, wouldn't it? Haha. You know, it's always so much better to work with people when they're motivated rather than when they're bound down in cages of. I mean, Qing Long taught us nothing, have we? Then later, Cang Tian laughs.
Can you actually? I at this point I wonder. Wudang wonders out. Can you not speak to them? Are they truly merely like slaves? Do they still have minds within the like?
That is a
within the-
very
within their
good
shell?
question. You haven't tried.
Yeah, I think we should treat with them as people, not as tools.
Perhaps you can make a promise, one that hopefully they understand.
Can I teleport all of us up to the vantage point?
No need. Yeah. A group of spectral figures walk themselves out. You recognize them. They're in the garb of generals, spirits, one and all. They all walk up towards you and say, "Your bidding."
I look at them.
You do not come to us. We come to you.
I look at them. Well, in the same vein, you are generals with the experience of war. I am not. If I wanted to retake the capital and I did not want to let you continue in your cursed existence, is there something that can be done?
The three of them look at one of them. And he said, and the fourth one is a short man, right? Looks kind of stout. Looks like he's had a few more to drink. A few too many gourds to drink. Likes his
Chinese Napoleon.
yeah, likes his looks like he likes his Peking duck a little too much, right?
A Chinese bulldog.
He crosses his arms and he says, You can defeat the Mongols here and now. But in order to do so, he thinks for a while, he says, Luoyang will fall regardless. There are too many of them, even with your 200,000 terracotta warriors. If you wish, the only way is for us to continue in the form of our terracotta warriors and fight endlessly against them.
Which is not the solution that we're looking for here.
Heaven is on their side. They are the next dynasty. And with that, you're like, what?
Hmm.
And in that sense, they cannot be stopped. They can, however, be diverted
To the west?
to the west.
Somewhere in content, somewhere in Prague. Fuck you guys.
Somewhere 20 years ago, 5 vampires in Tiguta Pass go, dude, bro, don't let that up, bro.
Not cool, brother. Not cool.
Yeah. Future self, how can you do this to your past self?
Then that is probably the best solution, is it not?
Hold up at Xiangyang. And with that, you don't need 200,000 soldiers. You just need, besides, you just need me and 500. We can hold off the initial onslaught. Maybe hold off for another 10 years.
Yeah, they'll get bored by then.
No, they will win regardless. But we'll bring 10 years of peace.
I think it is the best. I look at Amu. I think the best choice is to ask for volunteers. I look at the
I like the way you
general.
think. He says, I like the way you think.
I look at the
Oh.
general and I say, explain the situation to the men.
I can round up 500 easily.
Bring every single one who is willing to serve.
You want more than 500?
Do you need more than 500?
No. The rest can go for their piece. He smiles. I don't. I quite enjoy this.
Very well. Go do that then. We have other matters to attend to within Xiangyang itself.
The rest are free to go.
That is correct.
You hear murmur. What do you do with the demons then?
Explain to me how they came about.
The three of them all look at the Rotan man again. Like, bro, I think you need to explain this up, bro.
Designated arrow officer. Yeah.
Yeah, designated arrow officer. He says, Emperor Qin, in his quest for immortality, dabbled in forces that he should not have. He reached into other worlds and pulled their people to serve for us. Xiaoxie, he points at the courtyard.
Hang on, I got an incoming call. Can you give me like a couple of minutes, sorry?
Sure, no worries.
Hello?
All right. So I have to pause for a little bit. Once again, shameless plug for those of you who are, and now that Nick is down here, I can talk behind his back, right? So the three of us, Richard, Shao, and I are going to be playing. Darn it!
You can stop, like talking about the vampire again. Yes, let's continue.
It's yeah. The Xiaoxie over there is a denizen of the other realms. He points at Dukes here.
Mm-hmm.
If you wish, send them back. It is under your command.
I see.
Think that. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Longwu. You should just send them back.
Yes.
They do not belong here, and this is not their.
If you send them back, so does Xiaoxie.
Yes. I look at. So does Duke. So does Duke here. You don't have to deal with him.
He says Duke. He's a Duke now. The three of them, the remaining three go ha 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 ha.
I look at the general. It has been 500 years.
It has.
Yes, it has.
I suppose even with that time, even Xiaoxie can become a Duke. Ha 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 ha.
How's that?
I look at Cang Tian and I say, so you, Watcher of the Skies,
Mm-hmm.
do you think we need CS help at all?
I mean, honestly speaking, I see a very traumatized person. If you get him to help you, he'll be useful for a while, but his fear and resentment towards imperial figures with throughout all his long lifetime will no doubt poison him against you, no matter how kind you wish to be. I don't think he is somebody you should cultivate as an asset, but perhaps somebody you should release for rehabilitation.
How about just keeping him around until we are done with Hua Gong Gong?
A man like that needs to be given something to do. If you keep him around, he'll plot and scheme.
He can plot and scheme against the Yuna.
What do you think he's
well,
been doing for the last 500 years?
Yes.
if you would, we must keep in mind that he is. Then later, Cang Tian kind of whispers over, to them. Kind of like I kind of like motion the symbol of what looks like a tablet, right? Then I say like, it is. That means that destiny has has their eyes on all of us. We cannot write anything off so easily. If you will permit me, I think I will watch over this Duke. I do not think we can depend and rely on them to help us in any way. Instead, we must devote resources to preventing them from sabotaging and harming us.
History has its eye on you.
Very well. You can do that then with the Duke. I'll leave him in your charge.
Very well. I shall need the help of my son. Little Xie. Ha 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 ha.
Ah.
And also, I turn a look at the 4 generals. Excuse me, esteemed elders. Is there anybody among your number who would like to continue on with us? Perhaps a sergeant or a corporal who was small CS. Then I look at Duke's direction. Direct superior in life, or perhaps his bunkmate.
He thinks for a while. He says, "I think that can be arranged."
Yeah,
He raises a hand for a while. He says, "Funny you should mention it." He motions his hand, right? And Duke Xie comes down and he's on his knees and he's crawling forward. And he says, I caught some of that.
Yeah.
Send me back and I can. All I want is to go back. I can tell you something, and you need to act fast. But this is something that only I know, and I can help you. And if I tell this to you, send me back. Send me back home.
I'll let the Watcher of the Skies decide on that one then. I've already given him charge over you, so.
It's about Hua Gong Gong. I can tell you about Hua Gong Gong. He will be your next. He will be your next opponent. I know this. Do we have a deal? Can I go home?
You haven't told us anything about him.
He's up to attack Wudang. He's already left. He's brought 3,000 warriors with him. And most of the Brocade Guard. The new ones. Tan Lang, Qi Sha, Po Jun.
What the 杀破狼thing.
I look at the specters, right? The spectral generals.
Mm-hmm.
And I talk to the one who was talking to us all this while.
Mm-hmm. The short one.
Yeah. And I say, you don't actually need us in Xiangyang, right?
He thinks for a while and he says, not for the battle, but for something else. You need to be in Xiangyang.
What do you need me there for?
There is a certain fire god there.
He's there?
Yes, he's there. Remember the vision.
Oh yeah, right. Correct.
We will need to make a detour to Wudang.
He says, up in Wudangshan, there is a dragon well that radiates pure goat energy. Pure young energy.
What the fuck?
The reason he's after that is because about 15 years ago, he discovered a secret in the Imperial libraries.
A secret menu?
A secret manual. The Sunflower Manual.
The 桂花包包店.
Oh, okay. I was wondering when this was going to show up.
Wow.
Well, Johnny, phát tâm về, phát tâm về, phát tâm về. The Sunflower Manual I have not seen completely, nor do I wish to practice it, nor can I practice it. But there is one thing about it. If the practitioner gets access to a source of pure young energy, he will become invincible. That is the basis of the cultivation in the Sunflower Manual.
Invincible, you say?
Invincible, I say.
The reversal of the yin and the yang.
I look at
No, it's not reversal. The reason why they cut off, they castrate themselves, is to seal off the young energy in there. It is the Sunflower Manual is a cultivation technique of pure yang.
Okay, yeah.
And it is blazing fast.
And I look at the three of them and I say, we have a choice now to go to Xiangyang or to go to Wudang.
You should have enough help in Wudang. We can deal with the 3,000 easily. Now that he is fessed up. The cultivator, though, you will have to deal with.
Of course. I will leave the decision to Yifan, who will decide where we go from here.
The arrow knows the way?
The arrows knows the way. I believe we make a short detour to Wudang, and we can use the teleportation circle in Wudang to head to Xiangyang after we are done.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, there's still a 7 cloud ladder that connects from Wudang to Xiangyang, which is less than an instantaneous travel.
That's right.
And with this, we will end the session.
Yay!
Okay, so I think that we've done plenty of fan service, especially. Hey Kinto, I didn't realize you were on the stream regarding the Pak Zambui. But just so you know, I had been planning to do the Pak Zambui at the during the Wudang fight. So let me just go and figure out the chords, and then maybe by the time we reach the epic battle in Wudang Shan, then we can do the Pak Zang song.
Yeah, because it's part of his bad jokes.
Of course. I mean, we already had my 6-eye flying fish already, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So we need to follow that sequence.
Right, so anyway, everybody, thank you all for joining the stream, and remember to come and join us for Halloween Mayhem on
Saturday.
Saturday, where Nick is stressed out because he thinks that we're going to derail his campaign, which we aren't. Of course we're not. We're very, very nice people.
Let me correct you. It is not a campaign. It is a one arc.
It's a one-shot arc that hopefully will get extended more often than once.
I know you are expecting it. I perfectly intend to tease it, but it is not going beyond that.
No, but we have to try and set high expectations, okay? Yeah. Okay, anyway, so join us. There's a gangland VTM, it's gangland style. According to Nick, Wonka Wai base, but everybody heard Young and Dangerous, so we're playing Young and Dangerous. So let's do this. Okay, thank you very much, Rich. Do we have somebody to rate?
Yes, we do. Do
Kani
you
or-
want to rate Kani or finish Iwaki?
I'm okay with either. Usually Iwaki would be ending now, and Kani will be just about ish in the middle of it.
Okay, so let's rate Kani sideshow. And I am starting the raid now.
All right, everybody, take care.
Okay,
Thanks
thanks.
for joining
Bye.
us.
Yeah.